Welcome viewers back to Phoenix Point, where we are ready to once again try to rescue Matoaka. This time it's not from the Pandorans. This time it's from Anu. This is the Synedrian haven of Matoaka, where the Moonshot took place, being attacked by a force from the Anu havens. We will get a reasonable reward for this, but Anu's not going to like it. Disciples of Anu. We're bringing in Scooby for the rockets. Charlie also has lots of explosives, plus a fantastic looking new crossbow that we're going to put to the test. The two snipers, Eileen and Jen, are both bringing their A-game with their giant humming sniper rifles. Who knows how these things work? They're some sort of super tech. And then there's Tyzok. Tyzok's got the shard gun. And yeah, how could I forget Mist? Mist has the primary weapon is a piece of Danjev alien hybrid technology, but the main weapon that Mist brings is the Rebuke, another weapon of the Ancients. So Scooby is sort of outclassed here. Let's see what happens. While this loading screen progresses, let me take a sec to remind you that it would be really considerate of you to click that like button for me. Hey, consider leaving a comment on the video as well. This is the Helios, the carrier. The Helios named carrier, bringing in the B team. Kind of think of Citizen Eileen as the leader of the B team, but they're all pretty strong. Over here we have a Disciples of Anu Berserker showing its face immediately, as well as an assault operative over there. Berserker is actually a huge threat, being so close.
I'm prepared. Although
we don't have eyes on, because he's behind a little partition there. Jen could move to this tree and get a shot. So I think we'll try that. I don't like it very much though. You know what else we could do is we could send Tyzok in with a double dash. I think we could get there and do a point blank. So maybe we'll try that if this doesn't work out. Let's see what the shot looks like first. Okay, so we could take out an arm. That guy has, the leg probably is better. This guy has a Dagon's Tooth, which is an incredibly devastating hand-to-hand weapon. So we do want to use up some of our willpower on this. Let's mark it for death. And I guess we'll take a quick aim here just so we have another point to spare. Although it's not absolutely necessary. And we can't get the leg off. Can't even get an arm off. Can't even take the head. Boy, this guy's not going to die from this one shot, but he is going to be badly hurt. Or she, by the looks of it. Axu helmet. Arm. Yeah, we're not going to get it disabled. Let's hit the leg. Ow! We have another move point there we can use, so maybe we'll run her this way. That's Jen. We'll run Jen toward the stairs. Feels like we're a bit out of cover. And then Citizen Eileen, I think, could do the follow-up there. Not too worried about that guy over there, but I am worried that there's going to be another Berserker close by that we just don't see. And with the follow-up, we could probably use the Hawk here. Probably should have looked at what the shots looked like, but I thought it would probably be okay. Yeah, the second shot in the leg takes him out. Her, excuse me. And then we have a terrible shot way out there at where we'll barely hit an arm on the assault. So let's save that. We might end up using that. We could move out into a better position and try from somewhere else. But we have a few other things we can try first, like Boom Blast. Mist is here, ready to rain down destruction. don't think there's any question that we will immediately jump to the rebuke with its giant blast radius. I'm hoping there's another invisible Anu near there. And look at that, there was. Excellent. Take a second shot. I'm surprised we didn't get visibility on that new person there. Hopefully that's not a Synedrian. It looks like we may have taken it out. We disabled all body parts on this guy. He does have tissue regeneration, but I don't think it's going to be enough to stop the bleeding. So good job there, Mist. That was a clean kill, 2 shots. Still see him moving around, but I don't think he's going to survive. Okay, and we do see a body here. So what did we actually get? Oops, lost my camera there for a second. That looks like probably another assault troop, and it's definitely Disciples of Anu. So it's basically a second copy of this one, I think. It's possibly a shotgun trooper instead of an assault rifle. It's hard to tell for sure. I don't see a lot of Disciples of Anu combats. All right, this one we could just advance, I guess. And if we're going to do that, we'll start with Scooby and maybe move you to here. Not much of an advance, was it? Let's get Charlie up ahead and we'll fire some spider scouts out. Let's get you behind this tree here, Charlie. And then I think our first set of spider scouts are going to head this direction. Let's try to keep them in the clear. Looks good. Maybe tuck into that tree hole there, and then Citizen Eileen, where do we want to send you? I think we probably need to scout in both directions more. There's our exit. Kill all enemies, protect key structures. Considering we haven't seen anybody yet. Does Eileen have a spider gun? Indeed. She does. So maybe that's the play. There we go. Probably should have done that a while ago. There we go. A priest and an assault troop both have a really wide ring around them. Not sure what that is. Maybe they're ranged weapon range? Who knows? Shard gun on Tyzok. Well, I'm sure there's going to be more enemies. Maybe Tyzok can get up to the roof here and jump down on these guys. I don't think there's any danger up here. Unless we see something, of course. And then I guess Scooby could potentially fire some rockets over there. I've taken worse shots, I guess. And look at that. 2 hits, it looked like.
Works with me.
Doing some devastating damage. Very nice. A 20 bleed on an assault, and the priest itself has 40 bleed. They're both going to be tasked with healing each other next turn, I imagine. And that's everything we can do. We have a lot of spiders out. Feel safe hiding behind all these mobile explosives. A new berserker shows up, shooting at some of the equipment. Poking a hole in the wall. Another priest on that side. And then a heavily bleeding priest, a heavily bleeding assault. Might actually be running home. Alright, 3 on this side, so that's a good target for boom blasting and Scooby's grenades. Can Scooby hit from here? Yes, and that's going to be what we try for. Sort of like a hard shot to aim because it's right on the edge of where our camera allows us to go. Maybe from here is better. There we go. Yeah, let's aim right in the middle. It's gonna be close if we get 2. These shots, long distance shots, tend to deviate. I probably could have gone a little closer. Yeah, probably should have moved a little closer. Let's just move you up. And then let's check your shot there, Mist. I'm not sure a Boom Blast will make it, so I might actually be moving you. And let's see how these guys are doing. So the Priest is going to die in 2 turns. This guy is going to die in 3 turns if he doesn't heal himself. So Spider Drones, I think we could take this Priest out immediately. And then these 2 can just start pressuring that assault. And seeing if they spot anything else. I'm surprised we haven't seen any Synedrian. Thought we would have seen a few by now. Even because it was a defense strength of 11 here. And an assault strength of 12, but I would have expected more defenders. Alright, Mist. I don't think we're going to Boom Blast. I think we're going... Makes me mad not Boom Blasting.
I know how to do this.
Yeah, so... Your range is there. What's the Boom Blast range increase? Oh, 50%. Okay, hold on. So... That's 100%. So 50% is like... the width of this building. Oh, it's gonna be like right on it. Let's do it. I can't not do it. I'll move if it doesn't reach.
I know how to do this.
Okay, well, I was hoping it would get 2, but it doesn't look like it's really gonna get 2, does it? Maybe if the wind is just right. Might have been a waste of a Boom Blast. Didn't even hit 1. Alright, in that case, we're just running ahead with Mist. Not going to waste another shot. And then Jen, it feels like that whole side of the board is done, so why don't we get you up on the roof also? They're going to have to come this way eventually. Maybe not. Maybe they're... Yeah, maybe we want to just run toward them. Let's do that and put you here. And then... Eileen, yeah, don't think we're going to need more spiders from you soon. I think we're just going to run you forward as well.
Watch out, I'm moving in.
Move it in. And then Charlie, let's get that crossbow online and see what it can do. Got a shot here. Whoa. Does it do extra bleed? Disables his arm. What? I didn't think we'd disable her with that. Okay, that's fun. I want to look at that crossbow in more detail suddenly. Piercing. Okay, maybe the piercing is what I hadn't realized. Interesting. So 40 piercing means their armor just does nothing to it. So I'm used to not being able to get so much damage from a crossbow. Awesome. Okay. Finally, we have Tyzok. Tyzok, yeah, you kind of went the wrong way. I think the spiders are going to take care of this guy, so I think you want to run this direction. We might as well use some of your will and dash you out there.
Maximum effort.
Otherwise, it's going to be another whole turn at least before you're in range. Yeah, we can get you down here. You'll be out of sight, but not out of mind. And then spiders are coming in hot with their little spindly legs. Let's get a little closer for the spider runs. And I believe we've moved the other 2, so I think that's all of our moves. Let's end the turn there. We're not too interested in what this guy does. It's really these 3 over here. They're probably going to destroy the first piece of equipment. Oh, Synedrian does have somebody on the board. It looks like 1 unit. Okay, some kind of chant medkit.
contract.
Another priest on this side. That was unexpected. And somebody else indoors still shooting. Okay.
Opening fire.
Shotgun. That's a... Not sure who has shotguns on Anu. Oh, another priest. Jeez. Okay, we still have lots of rockets to feed these guys. I think we'll get a little closer before we do that. But yeah, there's a couple more rocket shots we could launch over here. That priest didn't take any. Oh, I took some leg damage. The berserker would die if we got him in there, and the priest would take a lot versus we'd kill this guy. Let's try to kill that berserker. No, that's another. No, we missed. It doesn't matter. Oh, come on. Alright, missed. You're up. I think your boom blast is going to reach this time. Although you're still in a non-ideal position because I would like you to be somewhere where we could use your laser. So maybe we'll jump you up. Probably should have jumped you up from the start rather than starting with a boom blast. But look at this. You're paying off suddenly. Over the building. Boom, 2 down. Okay, that wasn't so bad. It looks like there's a priest left on this side. A priest and something unknown inside over on this side, plus this warrior. Looks like the spiders are all going to switch to this side. Past these lovely electric looking motorcycles on their charging pads. Sanhedrians definitely has the highest tech aesthetic of all the factions. It looks like we might be able to kill this guy with a spider here. Or at least damage him some more. Damn, 1 step away, okay. The rest of these spiders then are going to run back across the board for the bigger group. Okay, that leaves Taizaki out. Taizaki, we ran you all the way over here, but guess what? There's more enemies behind you. So why don't you dash back the way you came, step into this doorway. Well, you don't get a shot there? Damn. I thought you'd have a shot there. So we do a second dash way over here. That's kind of pressing your luck, maybe. Yeah, you won't have a shot there. Instead, let's get you to the doorway. And maybe take a... Yeah, we don't have a shot. Okay, we'll move you forward slowly. Hide you behind this, I guess. Okay, who do you see there? It's an assault with a shotgun. I don't think they'll get close enough to kill you if they target you here. Don't have a... enough. You don't have enough for your shield. Damn, okay. Never mind. Okay, over here we still have Charlie. Charlie has some crossbow shots he could lend a hand with. I think it would be better to bring those over to this side though, Charlie. Let's get you all the way across to here. Actually, let's start heading you toward this doorway there. Why do you have line of sight there? Oh, that priest. Let's put you here. Out of line of sight. And Jen, I guess taking a shot over there would be smart, just to try to get some more damage on him in case that spider explosion isn't enough. Yeah. Oh, come on, Jen. Seriously? Okay, Eileen, it's up to you as usual. Let's step to here. Let's do a quick game on this guy, assuming it's going to be a good shot, right? Yeah. This is why we have 2 snipers.
Acquiring target.
one to back up.
Hostile destroyed.
So good. Citizen Eileen never fails. Well, you know, never is a long time, but rarely disappoints. Spider drones are all done. I think that's everyone.
It's time to act.
Alright, does that mean there's a Synedrian right there? Wow, that shotgun's not very effective against the buildings. Priest is going upstairs, interestingly. Okay. Can we get upstairs with spiders? We can. We can get there. What about this one? How are they getting there? They're just like hopping up. I guess we'll bring this one up. And then this one's running back behind. I'm hoping it sees that. Okay, good. It is a Anu assault that's bleeding out. Should be done next turn. That leaves, I think there's only these two left then. Like nothing else is really happening. Which means Tyzok is in a really good place to put some hurt down. 11 willpower left. I don't really like sending her in there so unbacked up. So Charlie, what can you do about that priest for us? Alright, Charlie can get here and take some shots on the priest. Plus we have a spider following up. I think we're going here. And what's our shot chance? Oh, that's a terrible shot from there. Can we move over at all? Still get a shot from here, probably. There, it looks like we still have a shot here. We still have a shot. Which one of those is going to be better? That railing is really in our way. There it is. Looks like they'll be about the same. Let's try here. I also have a grenade if this is terrible. Okay, that's way better. Into the face. And before we do that though, can we do this? No, it's one point for war cry or 1 point for the shot. Let's see what we get from Tyzok before we make that decision. Tyzok can advance to here. Oh, Overwatch does nothing good. Whoa, which way are you going, Tyzok? There you go. And then this shot
Engaging.
isn't the one I was hoping for. I'm not sure this is going to be worth it. We have a little movement left if this is a complete fail. So let's see what this is like. Oh, yes. That actually seems like a reasonable chance of killing it. Nice. The shard gun is just overpowered. I probably should have done a rapid clearance there. I didn't realize we were going to kill. Let's hide. Okay, Jen, we're running you back.
Dashing.
And then Mist. I guess we're jumping you. We haven't jumped you for a while. Is there any willpower regain that we could jump you onto? Doesn't really look like it, does there? Okay. Probably should have just rested you for the willpower. Eileen, you can scoot in there. Get us some damage next turn. Eileen never messes around. Wait, we have another shot from Charlie here. Disabled the head. Very nice, actually, Charlie. Very, very nice. Didn't expect the head disabled there, but we got it. And that means no screams or psychic abilities, I hope. Scooby has another shot also, which is sort of amazing. And I think there is a hole in the roof there that we could potentially shoot through. Although it's kind of crazy. Let's try it. I love it. Through the hole. Bad place to stand. Priest. Alright, unfortunately we missed. We did hit something down below. Yeah, okay, we got the guy on the bottom floor by accident. We were aiming for the priest and missed. That's okay. I think pretty sure that's all of our moves. Oh no, the spiders. We haven't rushed these spiders in. Yeah, let's get these going. Spider drones moving in. Hopefully that priest is the only thing left. Maybe we wasted a spider drone pack, but you know, better safe than sorry. This one is done, and this one is done. That's everybody. Priest is looking awfully nervous. I think we might send a spider at him rather than waste time with all this other stuff. Oh, he jumped down, checked on his dead buddy. He's a little scared. He's looking nervous. Spot spiders. Ooh. Ah, mist. Infected mist of all things. All right. Mist might actually have taken offense to that. Can move you a little closer and get you a shot, but it's not going to be a great shot. What about the rebuke from there? Also not great. We could do the laser also if we had a better shot here. Sorry, Mist. It doesn't look like it's going to be your day. We'll get you in there. Maybe we can blow those pillars.
I know how to do this.
Not quite, huh? What are we shooting through there? Big old overhang. So we really should have maybe stepped you over this way. What about this gun? We just blind shoot right there and see if we hit him. Oh, you know what? It also looks like the laser might have worked there. Unfortunately, we don't have any action points left for that. Too bad. Maybe we'll get this from Jen. Can Jen get a shot on it? Probably not, but we can always try a blind shot. There's pieces sticking out. Come on, Jen, hit that foot. I dropped him with the foot. Good job, Jen. Clutch. We didn't blow up the spiders after all. Oh, maybe we can stick them back in the ammo pack. Haven defense mission complete. Everyone is max level. Only slight injuries on Mist there. Sanhedrian should be pretty happy with us after that, but not sure what our chances are with Anu right now. Haven saved, -7 from New Jericho, -8 from Anu, +10 from Sanhedrian, +19 local. We did pick up a bunch of junk and a good reward of materials and food.
We've been through so much together. Or let's put it this way. You've done so much for us. Our history is so full of betrayal and disappointment that sometimes it's hard to remember that there are others out there who really do share our values.
Ooh.
This gift is just symbolic. We can never really repay you. But I hope everyone at the Phoenix Project understands how much we at Synedrion appreciate your friendship.
Nice. That's probably enough to make a bunch of manufacturing bays and more research bays if we need to. We'll replenish everything. Research lab being made. We're researching Project Liberation, and we're waiting for 2 active Pandoran structures. What? There's a nest here. That's new. And that lair remains a threat. 3 days for the lair to matter. We're going to leave the nest for now. Hold on. Oh, Project Liberation. Yes, this is our main task. 1 day, 18 hours. This is hopefully a way for us to defeat the Yogothian entity once and for all. While we're waiting for that day and 18 hours to expire, we have a satellite that we're bringing up. We're bringing up a bunch of food production facilities that may help some. We're making a hawk, apparently, and a masked manticore. We also have great income on all 3 of our antediluvian resources, so we can outfit more team members with magic weapons. Let's take a look at where we're going to send people. I think we like, we don't really need to destroy this nest or this lair. I'd like to get an upgrade to a citadel so that we can possibly capture a Scylla, and I think I know how to do that now. I think I'd do it by sending in an Espida plus 5 snipers with the sniper rifle that does the right kind of damage, paralysis, this one. So the Synedrian Neural Assault Rifle, I believe this is our best paralysis weapon. Compare that to the Hera, which was our best paralysis weapon, of 7 paralysis for 1 action point, versus the Athena, which is 16 paralysis for 3. So yeah, it's still the Hera, like, and maybe snipers. Yeah, I guess snipers armed with these from long range is our best way to do it. I don't know. Taking a Scylla is a challenge for another day. We'll figure it out someday. Right now we're sending everybody back to Phoenix Avionics. There's no reason for them to hang out elsewhere for now. Except for these guys who are mining, and the Mass Manticore here, who is just doing sort of like Western Hemisphere coverage right now. I guess we could send you trading. Yeah, you might as well go here for trades. And then Tenuous is heading for trades. You guys are heading back to base. And I think that's it. We're just gonna wait. Protean mutane fields will be attacked by Pandorans. Okay, that's new. Protean mutane fields. Right, so that's this. The only Protean mutane field we have is here. We're going to send a defense force, I guess. We could also deploy a Guardian here. We have plenty of Protean mutane. We're definitely going to do that. I don't know how many of those we can do. Yeah, we can only do 1. We're going to turn the carrier around. Carrier is carrying the B team here. They'll be a great defense. Let's send a Guardian. I mean, let's send them there. Instead of sending Inaccessible and Scooby with them, though, let's send the gift along with Raspberry so that they can get some healing if they need it. Is there a timer? There it is. We'll reach Phoenix Alpha also. That's something. Where's Phoenix Alpha? So there's a second attack coming here at Phoenix Alpha, and that's going to have to be the C team defending there. So actually, maybe that's where we send the gift. And we will keep Scooby at the mutane field because it'll just, Scooby will work better in that open environment. So we'll send C team here to Alpha. Carrier and Scooby in the Inaccessible are heading to this mutane field. Let's just make sure that's the right one. Yeah, it is. 24 hours, so it's going to be a while before that happens anywhere. Meanwhile, we'll get some trades here. We also got the option to intercept enemy aircraft there. I don't think they're our enemy there, though. That's Synedrian. They're our allies. Not sure why we do that. On the other hand, up here there's a scavenging site we could do, but we really don't need it. There's another one here. Could send you all the way up to the wasn't that right around here, the black market? Maybe it's in South America. Yeah, there it is. We could send you to the black market just to see what's going on there. We haven't done anything with the black market this whole game, really. So we'll go there next with you. I think everybody's on a mission now. Finished making our hawk. That means we're making a masked manticore. These guys are hanging out there waiting for the attack. 23 hours to go. They're also mining from Protean mutane field, which is nice. All right, over here we have the Tenuous. Tenuous is trading. That's going to be food for tech. Seems like a reasonable trade for Dorothy Adams. Let's do it. Tenuous, let's get you to somewhere where you'll get materials for tech, like this one. Perfect. And I think we're just waiting now. Marketplace, black market. Alright, we haven't really done much here. We could get a better Phoenix Scarab missile turret for a mission. Oh, no, we have a mission. Okay. Missions give us new offers and lower prices. Okay, so we should be doing missions here to improve our scarabs. Look at this. Phoenix Scarab hull upgrade. Phoenix Scarab caterpillar tracks. How much do these things cost? Ooh, a ridiculous amount of materials. Okay. So this is... You need to get lower prices before you can do this. This is way too expensive. Let's do a mission for these guys. If it's not too inconvenient. Oh, that's pretty inconvenient. Secure the armadillo for the black market over in Australia. I don't think we can do that right now, guys. How would that affect this team? Could they get there? There it is. No, it's like all the way across the world. So that might be something the C team investigates after the Phoenix Alpha defense. I guess what we'll do is just send these guys around to help at these other bases. Tenuous continues to trade. And then we should make some more manufacturing and research facilities. So maybe that is another thing to do. Hold on, I don't think I moved Tenuous there either, did I? Yeah, head out to another one, pick up some more tech. Okay, this is Phoenix Alpha, so you guys are just waiting there. Scouts there. Inaccessible is there. Gift is there. What about Scooby? Is it Scooby here? Yeah, okay. So we're all in position. We're going to be defending. Food production comes online. That's good. So we're at +5 food. Look at that. Fantastic. It'll take a while to pay for itself, but it's means our food is always going to be... We're always going to be sustaining ourselves. Finally. We're going to trade materials for tech here. That brings our tech up to above 1,000. It's been a long time since we've been this high. It's about time we made stuff, right? How's our research doing? Project Liberation still a day and 3 hours. 15 hours for these two battles. I think we're just... Well, let's move Tenuous around and do some more trades, but nothing super critical going on. I guess we're going to start trading those materials back for tech, so that's this New Jericho site's a good spot to do that. And Mass Manticore, you're just gonna loop back to base down here, I think. There's healing there. Our closer base with healing? I feel like this one used to have healing, but it doesn't any longer. What about this up here? No. Okay, so the closest base with healing is down at the tip. Trading with Tenuous. Materials for... This is 2 for 12 materials for... tech for materials trade, which is going to bring the balance back the other way, but at a good profit, so we should be readily gaining more materials. Here's another one where we could do the same trade. We'll do that next. 9 hours, 8 hours, 7 hours. Getting there. Keeping our materials going down, our materials going up and our tech going down. We'll do as many more of those trades as we can find, I guess. Guess we're on our way to Africa now for the best New Jericho trades. 5 hours to go. You guys are just gonna hang there until at least until Jacob is healed. 3, 2, 1. New aircraft available. We are going to send this new aircraft to Phoenix Aviation. Believe that is where we have Phoenix Avionics. That's where we have one person waiting for it, and Phoenix Avionics, we're going to pick that person up in the masked Manticore and send them down here to this Protean Mutane field where they can join up with the B team and switch aircraft. So let's name the masked Manticore 2. Second masked Manticore, we're just going to name, this is the B team's ship from now on, so this is going to be like the I don't know, let's call it Masked Voyager, who knows. Alright, they're currently at Phoenix Avionics. Phoenix Avionics, we can find the one lone person there. It's not T, it's not Sven, it's Robert Gilleri. He is going to get on the Masked Voyager. And Masked Voyager is just going to take a short trip over here to this Protean Mutane field, and that is your job there, Robert. Alright, 1 more hour to go. Let's see what happens. Ready all defenses, Phoenix Alpha, Pandoran enemy extreme threat level. Oops. Defend the ancient site. I think I just accidentally let that base get ransacked. That's okay. Defend the ancient site. We're going to do this one though. I guess you have to click the start mission button for those ones. And deploy squad here. This is a defense mission. B team, Charlie, Citizen Eileen, Tyzok, Mist, and Jen. We're deploying here. Let's see what happens. Actually, what we're going to do is at the end of this loading screen where I thank you for watching and beg for you to click that like button, we're going to take a break and come back in the next episode to complete this defense mission. Until then, bye for now.